Good evening, guys. Welcome to our index session review, where we'll be discussing as well as reviewing any kind of topics, questions that you have. Sige, ako muna. Kamusta yung kayo, guys? How are you? Nag-trade ba ba kayo? Sige muna. Kasi, if for example, sa Hong Kong, nakita ko, hindi nag-send ng charts yung iba. So, are you still able to keep up, no, with your routines, with your habits, with your process? How are you guys? Kamusta? If hindi kayo mapag-speak, kahit chat na lang. Okay pa rin ba? Consistent pa rin ba? O meron na bang nagkaroon ng issues? Yan, so good to hear. Green Week. Meron ba nagkaroon ng issues in terms of confidence? Parang tumigil na kasi mukhang hindi mo gumagana yung system. Kasi I check yung past, let's say for July, maganda actually yung win rate eh. So if kayo negative, no, maybe we need to troubleshoot. Okay, so doing FX replays, okay lang yan. If you're going back to troubleshooting, etc. Tapos common issues. Kasi like, for example, I was reading, also was back reading din, ano. Parang sometimes there are mismatches with how people are thinking, no, parang baka minsan pinapahirapan niyo rin yung sarili niyo, nakakalimutan ng ibang key concepts, no. So we'll be also discussing that, reviewing that as well. Okay. Kasi when I was looking at the charts, medyo straightforward pa rin naman yung mga trades. So I'm thinking na if negative, no, if negative yun nagiging, what do you call this, result, maybe there are misses in terms of, siguro yun yung understanding of the key concepts, nakakalimutan na, ang daming impulsive trades or bad trades due to, again, either way lang yan eh. Greed, masyado ka nagmamadali, fear, di ka makapindot pag proper na yung signal mo, no? Dapat laging ano kayo, dapat neutral ka. Visa work, that's fine. Okay. Again, the point of index trading is that try to really find a way to fit it in your schedule. Like ako, ganun din naman. Recently with what crypto was doing, medyo hindi na ako nakapag-trade ng Hong Kong. Pero at least I try to trade siguro kahit once a day for index kung kailan man ako libre. Kita ko libre ako ng hapon, I would be trading Germany. If libre ako ng gabi, I would be trading US. Sa araw, libre ako ng umaga kasi I was going to be out for the whole day. So I traded Hong Kong for that one day. Okay, so yun lang. Just try to find a way to make it fit for you. And again, di nyo naman kailangan i-trade all the days. Okay? You can just show up. Important would be siguro, kung nakamiss kayo ng session, do you have the time, let's say, 5 to 10 minutes of the day to review at least yung naging move for the day. Though again, you just have to really find a way to make it work for you, no? In the smallest time possible. Kasi yun naman yung pinaka-goal nun. Okay, di ba? Parang hindi ka man makapag-allot ng 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes of your day kung hindi ka man makapag-trade, at least, di ba? Nakikita mo kung ano yung nangyayari. Para hindi ka lang mapuro. Kasi when I was trying to backread, yung ibang key concepts, parang nawawala dun sa ibang traders. No, they are, some of them are constantly showing up, pero parang nagkakaroon ng errors or mistakes kasi nga, they're forgetting some of the key concepts. Okay, sige. So, I'll just check muna. Meron ba kayong gustong i-review, itanong na concept, okay, ask away, or meron ba kayong exact date, exact index na gustong i-review yung chart? Let's say, nagkaroon na bad trade, error trade, or hindi nabasa na maayos. Yun muna. I'll just open the floor for anyone. Kung gusto i-discuss. Okay, mahiya again, tayo naman to. Okay? Dapat mas ano kayo, matanong kayo if you're having difficulties or problems or issues. Kung gusto ko itanong. Anyone? Okay. Must be a week. Okay. Wala. Sure guys. So pag wala, dalawa lang yan. Either sobrang down kayo or sobrang up kayo. But anything in the middle, may mali. Okay, sige. So, actually, expect ko na hindi wala ko magtatanong. So, kayo na nagcha-chart na rin ako para parang inunahan ko na kayo. Na parang siguro walang itatanong itong mga to. So, I just did some charts, no? Para ma-review natin siguro yung yung key concepts, and then again baka makapagtanong kayo. Sige. So, again, I was going over yung mga charts, parang siguro hindi ko na nagawa yung US kasi two indices siya. Pero for example, for Germany and for Hong Kong, siguro dalawa yung ata yung tago for the past 2 weeks if tama. So, are you still doing that, guys? Are you trying to check, okay, ano yung optimal or proper entry versus yung ginawa ko execution? Meron ba kayong ganong data ngayon na, kasi 'di ba, yung we discussed this dun sa sa coaching session, you will always want to be checking yung actual edge to see kung nag-work pa siya. No? Iba kasi yung kunwari, ikaw as a trader, negative yung performance mo, pero yung pala, may mistake sa sarili mo. Versus you're always checking what if ito yung proper execution, is it still working? Meron ba kayong ganun? Yung ideal setup, ideal trade, titignan pa rin yung win rate niya. Are you still doing that, guys? Para makita nyo na, okay, and ma-enforce, again, the point is to enforce the concepts of what should be your actual entry. Are you still doing that? Para rin makita nyo na, okay, gumagana pa naman yung system. Or honestly, hindi nyo na ginagawa. Again, I wanna be checking, saan ang gaps nyo. Kung ba't hindi nyo nami-make or nami-make almost equal the same yung actual execution nyo dun sa ideal execution. So if hindi nyo ginagawa yun, then baka yun yung mag ayan, so good Louis. So ayan, so Louis is a good sample, no? Kaya siya nag-green week is because always checking entry versus actual. So yung theoretical entries based on your edge versus actual entry. Kasi kailangan lagi may enforce yung concept eh. Ito, so may question si Sir Winston. Okay. Yung mga so okay. Yung mga big box breakout, ay yung mga box breakout din na big IR, consider ko na OR breakout na din. Yung mga pang traditional edges, okay ba yung ganun? Sige. So, again, you have to understand, so we review this dun sa isang index session, yung idea na, to understand ano yung pagkakaiba ng big picture versus small picture. Diba? Kunwari, you have your big picture versus small picture. Or we can discuss this in many different forms. Diba? For example, yung M15 structure, M15 charts, M15 trends versus yung M1 structure, M1 trends, okay? As well as yung concept of macro versus micro. Okay. Pero at the end of it, same na naman dapat yung idea nyo. Wherein your understanding is that you know na yung parang small picture, no? Yung current price action move, no? Yung M1 moves. Okay. N1 moves is used to navigate. Okay. Navigate towards bigger picture. Okay? So for example, diba, may mga instances wherein, okay, let's say you have an imbalance here, okay? Pwede mo na i-trade yung, let's say, M1 movement here, pero alam mo na limited yung M1 move mo because it's just going to be creating, diba, an F15 move na papunta siya, let's say, long. Okay. 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 For an idea, no? So always be checking what is the context of my current move to the bigger move. Iba kasi yung kunyari, short on short, diba? Long on long, no? Or nag-short ka lang, going to a bigger long, so kaya medyo tight execution mo, diba? You're going on a breakout to long, pero alam mo na range bound siya, and you have to be defensive if in case hindi siya umabot or mag-overshoot within your range trade. Okay, we'll be showing a few charts later na baka may kanina idea the same. Okay, so yes, okay lang naman yun. I-consider nyo na parang, okay, I have a very big range. Okay, tapos siguro I'm doing this OR trade here. Okay. Pero again, know the context. Okay. Ako kasi personally for me, OR is really outside range. Kasi clear din sa akin na I have specific strategies of what I will do in a range trade. Regardless if it's a small range or a big range. Okay. So yun sa akin personally. Okay. IR siya kahit ano mga whether it's big or small. Kasi alam ko na yes, it might look like an OR pero I'm going to be defensive about it. Kasi iba sa akin totally yung OR. Kasi for me, OR, di ba, has two different things, no? OR trending and OR counter trend. Okay, where in OR counter trend, mas defensive ka, I would be looking at proper transitions, so, versus OR na trending. I could be more aggressive about it. So mas ganun yung titinan ko, personally for me. Okay? Any breakouts in sideways movements, alam ko na range bound siya. Okay. So, clear ba yun, guys? Yung ganong concept. So, okay lang naman yan, pero again, you have to be very, very strict about yung definition mo of breakout inside of a range. No? It might look at OR, pero at the back of your mind, alam mo na, okay, I'm still in a range-bound movement. Sige, let's go over a few charts siguro for the past. So yung 2 weeks muna starting from yung July 1 to July 12, nagtitingin ako ng a few charts just to see if the edge is still good. Okay. And fair enough, okay naman. No, it was performing well. Sige. Based sa journals niyo, kamusta yung first 2 weeks niya for Hong Kong traders, yung US ba siya, saka Germany traders? Kasi for example, yung iba nagsabi parang it was difficult. Okay. Let's go over this one. For example, Germany, no? Let's quickly go over yung July. Okay, July 1, 15 o'clock. Okay, sige. So if you notice, no, ang nature ng chart, okay, there was a breakout, okay, from this range here. Okay. Tapos, it was consolidating at this level, but we have no a possible imbalance here at this area. Okay. Kasi ito yung previous breakout point. So ito yung current consolidation. Okay. So if we were to analyze now what happened here, okay, it's M1. Okay. So ito, this is the demarcation for the 15 o'clock opening. Okay. Nag-breakout siya. Okay, breakout. But then again, no, yung breakout move na yan is range bound between within yung okay, within this area here. Yan. Okay. So again, hindi naman tayo aggressive, no, na mag-enter. Yeah, opening. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Breakout attempt, pero if you notice, hindi nag-close, di ba? Hindi nag-close. Okay. If you-trade nyo ba ito, guys, would you be entering agad dito sa ano? Sa 1502? Kayo ba? Pag nag-trade kayo ito, 1502? Mag-trade ba kayo dito? 1502, 1503. Would you be taking any entries here? Okay. Yeah, it's good na. It's a range. Ako do 50. Okay. So, per se ako, ganun din, no? I would be waiting for a proper transition dito. Why? Again, range bound ka na dito. No? Hindi siya yung parang fast and above. So, ranging. Okay. And then just wait for a rebreak if ever siguro. Kasi nga sakto yan, may parang midpoint ka rin dyan eh. No, if you were to plot this. Yeah, ganyan. Okay. Siguro if I were to take a long trade here, my long would be above pa dito. Rebreak na to. Kaya ba? Galing gagawin nyo? So, rebreak pa. Hindi long. Rebreak above. Okay, so good. So, again, align tayo, no? So what happened here was, instead, nagkaroon siya ng false break to breakdown. Tama, guys? False break to breakdown. Yung naging move. Yung may read nyo rin. False breakout to breakdown. Is that your read then as well? So if ever, no, you would be waiting for a fib retracement here. Ganun ba yung magiging plans nyo? Would that be your plans as well? Hintay ka dito. Okay, good. So same, no? Now, if hindi umabot dun sa pullback, kayo ba i-take yung trade dito? Yung breakdown nitong back na to? Would you take the breakdown here, guys? Hindi umabot dito eh. Would you take the trade? Good, yan. So ako rin, personally, ito short ko bakit? Kasi nga, my rules would be, either I wait for a reaction here, or ba't ako mag-short dito, dun sa continuation? Kasi, pasok siya dun sa confluence sa akin, di ba? Sabi sa inyo, ako, I take the trade if there are stocks. Now, ano yung stock na to? PD, R3, structure, MA trail. Quadcon ba guys? If we take the short, is it a quadcon? Di ba? Quadcon yan, di ba? So TP. Kahit mag 1 hour ka dito sa R2, saka PD mo. Okay? So yun naman yung naging move. Okay? So one win. So one win muna tayo, no? So wait, wait one. Okay. So, next day. Okay. So again, dapat the system does not change regardless of ano of the market. Ang mag-iiba lang would be the points. The points being navigated. Ay, isa niyo pa mapapansin guys, not sure if na-notice nyo to, no? Madalas yung pag-check kayo ng PD, mayroon siyang strong confluence with past na ano, na mga pivots. Ayan. Makikita yan. Kasi compute to based on past SNR. So, try to see din pag nagagawin kayo ng PDs, no, saan yung parami confluence with past pivots. Okay, something that you will be noticing pag nagpa-pet kayo ng mga SNR. Okay, so ito yung swing high, swing low, no? Swing low, notice, madami siya. Swing low. So, pag downtrend din, again, ang mas strong na supports niya would be the past lows. Kasi di pa sila nagbe-breakdown before. Oh, ito yan, wala pang was previous breakdown eh. Okay? And pag uptrend ka naman, yung previous highs ang mas magakas mo na SNR. Again, dapat gets nyo, no? Show historical pivot points. So something that you would check then when you're trying to draw PDs. Try to double check against past pivots. Kasi they're computed based on the day SNR. So alam mo na, those are the strong past SNRs. Okay, so something to keep in mind lang. So if ito sige, kung hindi natin nakikita yung kagawa, no? So we saw an S1, SOS3 dito. So let's see if meron talagang SNR dyan. So if you notice, no, you have this level here. So ganyan idea. Parang medyo malapit siya sa isang past SNR. So averaging siya. Okay, then we have a move here. Yung midpoint nito is actually parang reaction to this area here. Okay. Okay. So what happened here was 16 o'clock, breakdown siya. Okay. Tapos nag-react dun sa PD, and then nag-consolidate. Sige, now question. Kayo ba mag-long kayo dito? Okay. Di ba bakit? Ba't di kayo mag-long dito? Ba't di kayo mag-long? May S1 plus PD ah. Yan, sige. So good, no? So, again guys, iba yung nagka-counter trend tayo kapag sideways, no? Or ito, both macro and micro mo, downtrend na. Tama guys? Di ba? So, if meron kang mga potential longs dyan, ang idea mo is baka mag-MA trail lang siya. Which is tama, no? If you notice, prior MA trail, and doon nga nag-trail. Kita niyo guys, yung dalawang touches dito. Nag-trail lang siya, di ba? Tama? For this one. And kung mag-long ka agad, kasi ito yung first offer, second offer, ang tanong would be, pasok ba yung, di ba, yung TP mo dun sa navigation mo, if ever. Okay. Sige. So, ano magiging entry for this one? Itong short dito. Would you enter the short here? 15-12? Or kahit after, no? So, dito mag-short ba kayo dito, guys? Okay. So, yun, actually, nag-head and shoulders, no? Dito. Head and shoulders. Tapos ito. Break lang. Tapos, ganun na stack. You have your PD, you have your S1, you have structures, then you have your MRT. So, either you take the breakdown here, or this one. No? Going to the VA. Kasi VA din tayo. Ayun. Sakto kung, yun nyo, diba, we drew this one. Okay, tapos ito talaga natin yung price. Okay. New box to S1. Ako personally, I can be aggressive this one. So, bakit take ko na to. Kasi ang daming stocks eh. I have my S1, I have my structure, I have my PD, I have my MA trade. So, ang rule ko would be aggressive ako. Macro micro trending. So, ako di ako maghihintay na to. Dito ako. Maghihintay. Di ako maghihintay na retest. Okay, teka. Mag-double, marang, let's double check. Hmm. Yung nabasa ko. Hindi ko matandaan kung anong date yan. Ayan. Um, okay. So ito ang tanong ko. Bakit nag-long kayo? Long, long, long. Ba't nag-long? Yan muna. So again, yun sa po ng gusto kong mag-review kayo lagi ng concepts versus execution mo. Kasi if baka, yun yan, baka iba sa inyo, baka nagtumigil na mag-trade, tumahimik na mag-trade, kasi nga baka nagkakangay daw sa system. Maybe, no? You have to double check system versus actual execution nyo. Kasi, di ba? You have to really reconcile immediately. Okay? Yung trader errors versus system errors or if the edge is fading already, di ba? Ba't kayo nag-long? 15-11 long. Kasi yung signal. 15-19 long. Ito din yung signal. Binangga ko yung S1, no? Do you gets? Impulse? TFTS, di nga to TFTS kasi may compare shock na babanggain, di ba? Okay. So, pwede sabihin na impulse siya, baka nga mas tanggol ka pa yung reasoning na impulse trade. Kasi pero, if wala talaga signal at all, parang may magi, di ba? So again, reconcile with your system, with your edge. Kasi lahat nagsabi ng short, sige. Kaya ba't yung mga nag-trade na long? Di ba? So ba't nag-long doon? Sige. So, next date, Ah, so, kita niyo naman dito, short din. So, 2 wins na, no? Dapat yung system. Ano guys, hindi kayo nag-trade ng system. Ayan. So, question, ba't nag-long? So, 7-3, 2024. Let's go over this one. To, meron din natin akong resibo dito. This one, 15 o'clock. Okay. So, for this one, nagkaroon ng reversal, no? So, uptrend siya na bumabangga na ng mga sideways levels. Anticipation, greedy. So, if you notice, no, hindi siya system-based execution. Okay? Again, it has to be black and white. Okay? What am I looking for na signal? Diba? This is not a higher low, this is an equal low. And you know na ang equal low start would be pag nag and shoulders, for example. Size of strength kasi sana kung natin nag-higher low. Hindi, equal low nga ito eh. These are also equal lows, for example. Kung kahit naman sabihin mo na, sir, di ba parang higher low to? Ito yung left shoulder, ito yung head, ito yung right shoulder. Kaso, wala pa rin eh. Wala kang weakness sa MA trail, mayroon kang kalaban na PD dito, mayroon kang kalaban na structure. Parang, quad con resistance. hindi quad con eh. Gets mo? Versus quad con na going to the short. It's a quad con resistance eh. Babanggayin mo yung prior structure, babanggayin mo si S1, babanggayin mo yung trend ng macro and micro mo, babanggayin mo yung MA trail. Diba? You have to weigh what's in favor of your trade versus what's not in favor of your trade. Kasi nga, ang goal dito is saan mo tatanggapin yung cut. Diba? Ano yung ma-invalidate when you cut. Okay, so let's review this one as well. So to here going to resist here. Mayroon pa rin SNR din. Kahit na 220 target mo, you have to understand the yung resistance mo, which is yung ito, ito. Oh, so ito pa yung call mo na 220 S1. Yung top. So dapat, ba ano yung sabi natin? Pag mag-target ka, easy lagi yung 1 hour mo. So ito, kung mag-enter ako dito, kahit tanggalin mo S1 yan, dapat 1 hour to. Tapos 2 hour mo, yung talagang target mo. Nag-gets mo yun guys, yung idea natin. Dapat halos bigay na yung 1 hour mo eh. Sa mga trades mo. If hindi bigay yung 1 hour, for me, most of the time, yun yung parang, okay, hintay muna ako. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Okay. So, budget ko yung okay. Yeah, continue ka. Okay. So, if ganito yung chart, okay, ano yung pagiging bias niya for this one, guys? If you see a chart like this one, okay, again, huwag kayong mag-hindsight bias. Okay, nakakita ng ganitong chart. Anong base niyo dito, plano niyo for this one? What do you see for this one? Hintay ka ng OR breakout? Okay, good. Ano pa? Ano pang base niyo? Just wanna see your chart reading skills. Okay, ito bumungad sa inyo. Diba dapat, kasi nga, pag tingnan namin chart, okay, I need to know how to read it. Scenario planning pa yan. Again, pinakita yung chart. Oh, Good, good. Okay. Sige. So again, if you notice, no, again, macro natin, macro is uptrend na nag-sideways yung macro uptrend mo because may inuntugan siya na ito, yung PD dito. Okay? Yan. So inuntugan niya. So the macro uptrend, no, yung bigger picture uptrend is consolidating because pinatamaan siya ng bigger picture resistance. So ibig sabihin, it's a sideways on an uptrend. Tama ba guys? Side micro on an uptrend. Clear ba basa natin doon? Sideways kasi meron siyang pause level on an uptrend. So ano pwede may maging ano maging scenarios niyo? Either mag-break siya dito, break siya tapos mag-fake out, break down tapos mag-downtrend na. Pero would you take the IR range trade? Pasok ba yung navigation niyo for the IR range trade? 260 to 20 tapos makapal yung gitna. Trade niyo ba tong IR? Enough na ba yung point sa inyo nung IR? Sa akin, hindi ko man-trade yung IR kasi kapos yung points eh. Ang sikip eh. 60, 20 points lang yung masikip na area. Ang makapag 10-20 ka or, di ba? Usually, ang gusto natin sa IR would be maganda yung movement, di ba? Kasi from resistance to midpoint, malaki yung points. Yan, okay. Sige. So, ibig sabihin, pwede bang any moves inside of the IR, no trade tayo? Okay. DB50 pasok yung SL sa 1 hour. Sige, so for example ito, diba? 40 ang entry mo, tapos 20 ang cut mo, tapos 1 hour mo, 260. Parang ganyan idea, no? So ito, nagtipi naman, no? Yung IR na, for example, gusto niya siya. Sample natin na 20 points yung SL. Kasi nga, 40 to 20. Pero nga, kaya mo mag-overshoot above. So ito, nag-materialize naman, no? Ito yung midpoint na magawag kasi. Tapos macro micro mo is, yan, parang ganyan idea, di ba? Mas magawag yung pataas. So long ka, kasi micro macro, gusto mo range rate. So kuha ka ng 40 with a cut of 20, 1 hour, 60, 2 hour overshoot. So yun yung sample natin siya. Nag-materialize din naman. Okay? Pero let's say, you wanted to wait for an OR. So very clear ngayon na setup mo. Di ba? Pag habang nakakalito yung IR, no trade ka. So you're waiting for a setup. Okay? So yun yung gusto ko i-reconcile muna. Okay? What goes into your mind when you're reading a chart? Is it magulo and no trade ang ano ko, or magulo meaning di ko talaga alam kung ano gagawin. So I close the chart. Magkaiba 'yon. Kasi dapat alam mo yung context na okay, the price action is indecisive, may indecision pa. Kaya I'm waiting for a clear signal. Okay? Kasi yung resibo ko dito would be parang what call this? Yung context na parang hindi maka-decide yung price action kung saan pupunta and hirap kayo magbasa. Yan. Hindi maka-decide saan pupunta, di ba? Hirap i-trade. Okay? Okay. So, the thing is, di ba? Magkaiba yung parang hindi mo mabasa, meaning talagang no trade at all versus hindi mo mabasa pero alam mo, actually hindi siya mabasa eh. Nabasa mo na talagang wala pang direction and you're waiting for something. Okay? So, medyo confusing na pero clarify natin. Actually, I want you guys to understand that. No? It's different yung you can't understand the chart. Kasi you have to be, you have to really be, what call this, observant of your self-talk. Na-realize ba yun, guys, yung mga self-talk nyo? Very important yun, di ba? Na parang, uy, ang hirap ng chart. Define mahirap. Uy, magulo yung chart. Define magulo. Okay? Can't understand the chart, meaning talagang no action needed. Okay? Versus, I can read the chart and I know, okay, I have to wait for a clear signal. Yung isa kasi, ito, ano yung self-talk dyan? Nag-dictionary na, no? Yung isa, the self-talk is, di ba? Maybe lack of skill. Okay? Or, possibly din kasi you might have impulsive decisions, no? You don't understand the chart, okay? It creates fear to you, it creates uncertainty. Therefore, pag nagkaroon ng move na akala mo nabasa mo na siya, you suddenly press the button. Okay? That's the reason why it is impulsive is because sinabi mo for yourself that you don't understand, but then you saw something, then that triggered you to press the button. Versus, so ito, parang you're still trying to find the setup, finding the setup. Versus ito, seeing the setup. Diba? Yes, I can read the chart even if it's just going up and down. I can read that it's range bound and I'm waiting for this next move, next step. Wherein, ano yung difference nun? You're more calm. So, yung state of mind nyo is not of confusion, it's not of difficulty. Nagigets nyo ba yun, guys? Yung self-talk na parang hirap naman ito basahin versus, okay, I'll just wait. One is self-talk of confidence, of patience, of clarity, versus confusion, di ba? Uncertainty, di ba? Waiting for spikes or movements, di ba? Waiting for something na mas clear, pero sa totoo, impulse ang mangyayari because they weren't prepared beforehand. Versus, basa mo, kaya nga, yung hinihintay mo is, you pre-planned that scenario. Gets ba yun, guys? Or meron kayong questions for that? Okay. So, may mga charts na mahirap kasi nga parang ang point ng mahirap is that's feedback from the market to you na, okay, wait, you have to wait. Whereas hindi mo talaga mabasa. So, maybe it's a skill issue. No? Kasi, if mabasa mo talaga, you can know kung ano action mo. Either you close the chart or you wait for a signal. Kasi meron ganyan, parang hindi ko mabasa yung chart. So, what I do? I close it immediately. Kasi bakit? I don't wanna do an impulsive trade. Okay, mahirap yung chart, okay? I'll just wait for the proper signal. Pero ito yung scenarios ko. Okay, so for this one, di ba? Parang, ito, for example, di ba, parang nag-chat kayo na parang ang hirap basahin. Mga 15-13 yun, 15-12. Natural, kasi nga, range bound eh. But my point is, why would you say na wala pang direction? Sideways, wala pa talaga direction ng sideways eh. Nagets yung discrepancy guys between the self-talk. Uy, wala pang direction yung chart. Ang sagot ng market is malamang sideways eh. Nagets yun guys, na parang, may mali. May mali dun sa nagiging discussion ng traders. Malamang walang direction kasi sideways eh. Clear ba guys? So, baka, okay, sige. So, move, no? Sakto. Okay. OR, transition. Breakout, nag-pause lang dun sa PD natin. Higher low, tapos re-break. Kunin yung re-break, guys. Will you take the re-break? Would you take the re-break for long? Ako sa re-break long. Okay. Siguro hindi na-stuck sa akin. So, re-break long. Re-break long ako. Kaya, so sa akin, re-break lang ako. Hindi ko matitake tong on. I'll just wait for a re-break. Okay. So, sabi ko R1 target. So, win ulit ko. So, sa pullback, yeah, box top is MA trail. Itong re-break na to, baka di ko na matake kasi yung navigation towards the invalidation ba ako tapos na sa ako. Dito ako. Kasi gusto ko makuha yung itong structure na to, yung SL dito. So, ang gagawin yung stocks would be PD, SL, MA trail. Okay. So, next would be July 4, 15. Okay, di ba? If you notice, no? Okay, kahit tanggalin natin yan. Ito yung parang body levels here. Tapos itong wick niya. Itong sa may R3 plus previous R2. Ayan, ganyan yung itsura niya. Okay. Ayan pa ba dito? So major resistance to, no? Resistance. Kapag nag-break ito, VA yan. No, above. Okay. Tapos if you notice, no, ito, yan, no? Ito sabi sa'yo na parang you can look at yung historical din. So alam mo na, yes, this is an SNR, pero mas stronger would be ito, yung bottom niya. Kasi yan yung previous R1. So, pwede mo itong markahan. Parang imbalance nga yan if ever. Pag nag-fail siya ko. Okay. Pero I'm just showing you guys yung concept ng confluences sa past pivots. Ito din. So S1 ito, ito yan, yung previous stop nito, plus yung lows nito. So notice na, ito, pivot na to, which is ito yan. So, parang meron kayong added basis for how you would draw your parallel level. So, okay, you can monitor yung previous pivots kasi averaging yan ng past SNR. So at least you know na, okay, ito yung stronger areas. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Uh, okay. So if you notice, okay. So breakout, higher low, breakout, higher low. Okay. So yung current move, no? Let's just monitor yung movement. Yan, nag-breakout siya dito, opening. Tama ba? Opening. Breakout opening. Titik na ba ganito trade dyan, guys? Nag-breakout sa opening candle. Will you take the breakout at the opening candle? Would you guys take the breakout at the opening candle? No? Bakit? Bawal. Sige. So, actually ako, I would wait for either a box here. Box ako dito, transition outside. Or, di ba? If you notice, saan ang confluence natin na supports? Ito, di ba? Area here. Where in this area is actually an imbalance of this prior move. May tingin ba itong naging move dito? Ayan o. Sakto, no? Yung PD mo plus wick box stop. Tama ba, guys? So, ano yung concept, no? Parang trend continuation mo is, di ba? Higher goes, higher goes, higher go. Pwede kang kumuha ng, di ba? Ano to? OR retest. Kasi ito yung breakout eh. OR retest or OR rebreak. Yan ba may setup niya dyan, guys? OR retest or OR rebreak. OR ba ito sa inyo? Trending up. So OR retest or OR rebreak. Ako personally sa OR rebreak ako kuha. Okay, retest ng together. Okay. Kasi ang short nyo, para ba tayo na short idea, is pag naging trap to and mag-breakdown tong low na to, so ako, ang short ko is triggered pag di nag-hold yan, kaya nag-breakdown dito. Dito yung shorts ko. Tama ba? Diyan ba shorts nyo? 1, 2, 3. Dito. Pag nauntog dito. So again tayo, no? Oh, tama. Pag head and shoulders, as boom, gumanon siya. So again, no? So system-wise, nag-hold pa yung imbalance, Kung hindi ka sure, again, kung hindi ka sure sa imbalance fill, kuha ka na sa rebreak. Tama? Pareho ba tayo ng system pa rin? Yun ba yung edge natin, guys? Diba? Either you take the OR, pero pag di ay OR rate, tapos pag di ka sure, take the OR rebreak. Okay, tapos kaya mo ng trap to trend shift para mag-reverse. Sakto yun, no? Tino mo yung MAs. Kaya din magkukalba din pababa. Okay, so same system pa rin tayo. So, it would mean that, yan, kunin natin itong breakout dito. Ang ganda, no? Nag-inverse in shoulders pa siya, no? Dito. Yan. So, we take the OR here. Nag-TFTS siya. So, ito yung TFTS if ever. Pero ako, di ko naman na-trade to. I would trade the first setup. Dito ako trade. So, usually for Germany, 10, 20, 30, 15 gamit ko na ano. Kayo ba? Ganun gamit nyo? For those traded Germany. Ito parang 40 to 70 yung navigation. Which is R1 naman target mo sa 70 dapat. Dapat nag-tip ka na 70s. PD plus R1 levels. Okay? So, even if maka 1 hour na tayo, consider natin na win. Dapat. Kasi dapat di ka natago no? Pag naka 1 hour ka na. 1 hour, 1.5 hour. Dapat ay di nung parang average targets niya. So, this also win. Tama ba guys? Panago ba ito sa atin? If you're following the system, following the edge, this is a win. Rebreak ako kuha. Ngayon ka nang, actually, pwede mo nang siya maging signal would be ito eh. Diba, uy, nag-materialize na yung inverse head and shoulders kasi nag-hold to. Ang ganda nung raid eh. Yung itong raid niya. Ako, well, ang aggressive kasi dito, kunin mo na to eh. Yung unang signal, first offer. Sasabihin mo PD plus R1 cut kaya aggressive. Pero sa akin, hindi ko naman na-trade. I would wait for ganun, a transition. Sa akin, hindi ko matatrade yung short. Wala akong TFTs entry. Yung iba baka kunin to. Kasi sabihin nila R1 plus PD. Okay. Nag-enter ako kapag complete yung stocks ko. Usually range bound maganda. O yan, tapos yung PCI wala pa. So ito yung pwedeng kunin ng iba kung gusto nila. Tapos ito yung box nila. Para invalidate si R1. If they want. Okay. So, yan, go. Okay. Pero makuha mo naman TFT short for sama. May isa ko ba setup natin? 16 patapos na. Ang mga dito, M15 setup to eh. Whoop, tapos imbalance field. Yung sabi ko na parang kailangan aware talaga kayo dun sa setups, yung prior setups and all. Kasi pwede ka mag-long short talaga dun sa M1 kasi nga it will be painting the bigger picture setup. So pag nahuli ka minsan dun sa, ay mag-long pala ako sa M1, baka patapos sa M1 setup kasi gagawin na yung M15 setup. So yung idea of trying to maximize the first few M1 setups. Okay? Para andun ka dun sa initial M1 move and hindi ka dun sa M15 pullback to create the M15 move. Okay, minsan ganun yung nangyayari. Okay? The last would be last day for the week. Simple. Kasi nag-break tong major level na to eh. Yun ang nangyari dito. Kaya bumagis. Nag-break out na siya pre-market. Ganda nung pre-market structure. Major level breakout, higher low transition OR. Anyway. Resistance mo ba to? If you notice, no, kung gagamit mo yung past SNR, pwede ka mag-drawing dito, drawing dito. So, ito yun. Kung gusto mo yun. Which is yun, dito siya na-untog. Tinanong ko mag-post dito. Actually, pala meron siyang R2. So anyway, para makita niyo yung power nitong past pivots. Minsan doon ako nagtitingin ng PD. Okay. So what happened here was okay, breakout. Oh, interesting. Oh, breakout. Major level breakout, no? Tapos macro micro trending boss breakout. Anong direction nyo? Long din ba? Dito, ganda nung ano? Conference art, ang linis ng chart. So, eto easy trade na to, no? Wala nang discuss dito. Eto, sobrang obvious na entry. Tama, guys. Takat. R1, structure, MA trail. Obvious trade, guys. Ito yung mga easy, no? So, yung iba medyo nag-easy pa tayo. Ito, easy trade, R2 to R1, R3. Trade, tama? Paano ba take nyo? R2 to R3. Just checking lang. Same. Um, okay. So very very clean chart, no? Tama? Meron bang may questions dito, guys? May tanong ba kayo for this trade? Major boss breakout eh. Ayun, no? Pucha. Kaya nag-VA yan. Well, may questions kayo? Okay. So, ang tanong is, sabi nyo, easy trade, di ba? Kikita yung tanong, ba't na-miss? Ah, ba't nagdalawang isip? Sabi nyo, wala kayong tanong. Sabi nyo, easy trade. Ba't na-miss? Ba't may second guessing? Ba't may hesitation? Maginis ba yung chart? So, yun yung tanong ko lang. Bakit may mga ganun pa rin issues or errors? Okay? So, if sinunod yung system, ano dapat i-score for this week? 5-0. Natakot sa R2. Edi, trade mo above R2. Ang simple ng solution, di ba? I-trade mo above R2. So, 5-0 dapat. Pero yung feedback na sa chat nung ano, nung mga thesis, parang ang hirap daw mag-trade. Pero pag tingnan mo system, no? 5-0 siya. So, saan nyo tingin guys yung error or mismatch? Nasa system ba? Nasa edge ba? Or merong need to improve sa trading, sa trader? Di ba? So, kung susundan mo yung edge yung system, at wala kang impulse trades, tagang binabasa mo yung chart na maayos, dapat 5-0 for this week, oh. So, is the system edge working or not, guys? Trader, no? Baka madaming self-talk din na, ay, confused, mahirap yung chart. Pero, if you just want it black and white, eh. So, ganun yan. I was checking naman yung system natin. So, i-speed na natin kasi nga parang yung, di ba? This is, so ako gusto ko na tingnan yung ano eh, yung idea, no? So, macro is sideways, side on side kasi yan eh. So, even if meron kang setup, hintay ako ng transition OR above. Ito, so ang ganda ng OR transition eh. Breakout, tapos hintay mo. Kasi bakit? PIV quest rebreak ko. Okay, tapos kunin mo na. Which is actually nag-trend siya hanggang sa next resistance kay reverse. So, win din for the system. Ganito na ba magiging trade niya for this one? Kaya sa akin kung walang stock yung pivot, ibig sabihin single lang siya na resistance, I would take it. Kasi ang goal mo is weighing yung stocks for your trade and stocks against your trade. Like sabi ko sa kanina, yung mga nag-long dun sa downtrend, ang daming stocks against your trade, binabangga mo yung quad-con resistance. So you have to weigh the stocks. So for this one, ito, yung R1, R2 niyan, I mean yung R2 nito, floating yan, no? Kasi VA ito eh. Pero yung R1, significant yan, di ba? So bakit? Tignan nyo yung nangyari. Doon na nga nag-pull back. Pero pause lang. Pero again, ang goal mo would be from pivot to R1, 1 hour ka na yan dapat. Easy 1 hour ka. Kung parang kahit na TP kayo, if you want. Ito, TP na ba? Ito, TP na to. Pivot to R1. 490 to 520, 30 points na yan eh. Diba? So you're just trading this VA. Ng bigger macro, pwede. Pero sa akin, side on side, targeting this VA lang dito. Pwede mo nito isipin na parang ano to eh, imbalance fill nito. Midpoint to backstop to. Tapos kung di mo matrade to, kahit ito kunin mo. Yung OR, R1 to R2. Kasi nga yung R2, VA naman. So yun yung two entries for me na long na possible. Ito, ganun din, di ba? Pwede mo sabihin na, ay, sideways, wala akong read. Pero alam mo kung ano hinihintay mo. Diba? Bakit? Ito, mas maluwag to eh. So, this is a straight drop down. Dito yung consolidation. So, pwede mo trade the midpoint to backstop. Pwede mo matrade the midpoint to backstop, hintay ka na transition outside. Um, ito ganun din. So, historical PD. Nag-react. Okay. Hindi yung tumuloy dun sa dito area. I think 1 hour plus break even to, if ever. Pero dito yung kuha ko dyan. So, I actually trade this one. Kasi bakit? Andiyan yung stocks eh, yung S1. So, midpoint ng box. Press MA trail, press yung structure na tawag lows na nag-retest ng previous na area here. Okay. So, ito example ng understand yung navigation mo ng M1 of how it plays sa bigger picture mo. So ito, dahil ang laki ng box mo, ang laki ng IR box mo, you can do the range trade, which is ito. Yung range trade would be trap to break down, no? So pwedeng dito yung kuha mo. Tapos target mo lang would be the midpoint imbalance fill. Kasi yung long niya, hindi siya nag-trigger in play eh. Yung OR transition. Kasi kaya mo na transition, di ba? Kapag counter trend ka. So hindi pa siya nag-play out. So inside range ang trade natin. Box up to midpoint. Ganito na gagawin niya guys. For this one. Kung di mo matrade tong short, pwedeng mag-long ka naman midpoint to box stop. If ako hindi ko ito matatrade eh. Kasi wala yung gusto kong higher go dito. So short yung trade ko. Okay. So ito ganun din. So ito example ng if you notice no. Nag fake break to break down. Okay. Pero yung breakdown niya would be sinago nitong order block dito. Bullish order block. So ito, walang naging transition move pababa. Ang nangyari instead was false breakdown, breakout, tapos retest. So back to range. So ito 1 hour lang din to. Yung naging TV ko dito. Pero at least wait pa. Ito yung, I think yung iba nagtatry mag long agad eh. So maganda would be ito. Yung breakout ng trend shift. Kasi if you notice no, walang trend shift break eh. Ito yung previous box. Ito ngayon yung lower high. Pag nag-trade ka dito, mayroon ka pang higher, dito resistance dito. Tapos ito, nag-breakdown dito, di ba? You can look at this way. Nag-break yung trend shift. So, may classic ka na trade, trend shift break, higher low. Tapos trade mo yung midpoint to box stop or R1. Kasi range bound ka pa dito eh, ng bullish order block. Okay, for this one, ganun din. Okay, meron kang breakout. So, ito example ng ganun din yung idea mo. Okay, alam mo na yung M1 move mo is just targeting this imbalance ng M15. So, yung M1 is just navigating towards the M15 setup. Hindi mo pwedeng i-hold to na matagal, di ba? Parang sasabihin mo na, okay, mag-M1 trade hanggang box bottom. Kasi alam mo na yung M15 mo, bigger picture, is still an uptrend. Di ba? Kaya ito magiging parang pang breakdown kapag gumanon to. Hindi na-good yung imbalance. So ito, what happened here was, false break, tapos nag-breakdown, bumalik ng imbalance fill, tapos nag-re-break pababa ng previous box stop. So target mo lang dito would be the imbalance fill. Midpoint. Box stop to imbalance fill midpoint. So ito yung parang, if you notice, may mga difficult trades, pwedeng ipas pag wala sa edge yan sa system nyo. Versus kunwari, ito pati yung mga ganito simple trades, nag-error ka pa. May magi. So yung mga ganitong trades, dapat di ka na nag-miss or nag-error dyan. Kasi this would be your buffers as well, 4 days na trap ka mag-trade. Yung mga puro, kasi normal naman eh, parang nabasa ko yun sa trade, parang, ang hirap, ang daming traps and raids. Part yun ng system eh. Diba? Exactly, that's what you should be waiting for. Pag hindi mo magamit yung raids or traps to your trade advantage, or hindi siya part ng system mo, may mismatch na naman. So dapat hindi ka takot or hindi ka na-confuse kapag nagkakaroon ng mga raids and errors, raids and what call it, traps. Because that's part of the system. If you notice to, puro mga ganun ginagawa ng market eh. Diba? Ito. So, trap above, break below. Pag na imbalance. Ganun dito. Trap above, break below. Pero ang goal nito would be itong trap above, break below, yun yung magiging long idea mo. So it means that itong down move na to, bias mo is magpo-pull back siya. Diba? Papunta dito sa imbalance na to. Pero hindi mo unahan yung imbalance pullback. Makita ka ng long signal. So yun sa po ng kailangan, even if you have a bigger picture target, your current navigation or your current signal is giving you the idea, okay, mag-long na siya papunta sa bigger picture target mo. Diba? So, ganun lagi, guys. Again, always remember, no? Why meron kang imbalance target dito. Hindi ka lagi mag-long on whatever signal. Diba? This is your bigger picture target. Diba? There has to be M1 signals that will tell you, okay, papunta na ako dun sa big picture target mo. Ganun lagi yun. Okay? Same din, kunwari, meron kang ganyan na retest. Diba? Hindi agad ito mangyayari. It could, for example, pwedeng magragi na magragi hanggang sa wala kang change move dyan. Okay? Same din, for example, bias mo is mayroon kang latest dyan. Okay? Yung move na yan, pwedeng hindi mo muna bilhin. Bakit? Kasi wala pa naman siyang move paakyat. So you're waiting for the move there. Mali mo dumiretso pa ba? Kasi nga, wala naman pa yung signal to go long. So always understand na diba, your current M1 diba, trends, traps, fades, or your signals or your reads to take you to the bigger picture targets. Diba, yung mga pinaplat na SNR, file areas, pivots. So, kailangan lagi mong ma-reconcile yung multi-time criminalism for price action. Ito maganda sample ito. Diba? Na, sasabihin mo, sir, ba't di tayo OR short? Hindi naman siya nag-transition below. Diba? Wala siyang box below ng PD. Ito nga, pwede ma-extend ito hanggang wick eh. Which is, you notice doon nga nag-support hanggang wick eh. So, it was just testing this uptrend. Nag-equal lang siya. Kasi dapat mag-trend shift ka rin sa bigger picture para madaga ka ng M1 o baba. So, otherwise, intact yung M15 mo na sideways. So, gagawin mo doon would be, mag-sideways ka lang sa M1 mo. Di ba? Hanap ka lang ng raid, press breakdown. Raid, press breakout. So, yun ang gagawin mo lang eh. I-range mo lang ito eh. Gets ba guys? Yung pag-reconcile ng micro mo versus macro trends. Isang break-re-break. Ito. Entry dito. Hindi kasi may aggressive dito eh. Kasi wala siyang pivot. Sa akin aggressive ako sa re-break kapag may pivot. Pag walang pivot or hindi trending, kasi to counter trend to eh. So this is a counter trend, wala pang pivot. So ako, di ba, I wait for structure here, gabas ng range. Kapag trending siya, kapag pivot siya, or full stack sa trending, I would take the re-break immediately. Otherwise, nag-wait ako ng OR structure. Yun sa lose ko. Although ito naman yun, if you notice. Same rules over and over again. Ang isa pa dito, Arj, would be ano eh. Kita mo na hindi strong downtrend. Bakit? MA trail. Nag-9 muna siya. Tapos nag-20 agad. Hindi siya constant na 9 eh. Pero ito, maganda would be 9, 9. Tapos gawa siya ng 9 dito na rebreak structure. Or OR structure, 9, 9. Nag-9, nag-20. Tapos boom. Weakness na. Breakout na. Tapos reverses MA. So this is something we always discuss din sa crypto trading. Na very important din yung analysis na MA trail as needed. Okay, kasi makita niyo naman yung mga fast trail, slow trail, weakening trail, or side or walang basa sideways lang. Like ito, di ba? Meron kang 9, 9, tapos doon siya nag-weekend, nag-20. Ito kita na agad, oh. Meron kang 20, meron kang 20, 20. Tapos, wala siyang reaction agad immediately kasi nga, yung 20 dito, kailangan pa niya mag-reverse ng slowly. Hindi siya palang 9 and it's 20 na packet. Okay. So ito ganun din, 9, 9. Nung nag-fail yung 9, bumagsak na siya sa 20. Ito walang trail. So hindi siya relevant. Kaya siguro nag-TFTS din as well. Ano ba? So ito, ganda yung sign, sample. 9, 9, 9, 9. Tapos nung nag-breakdown dito, okay, hirap na. Nag-slow down ng solid mode. Tapos dito na lang siya nag-retake ng trail niya. Same din dito. Meron kang 9, 9, 9, 9. So nag-slow down. So consolidation. Ito parang clear din na 20. So 20. So, ito example na pwede mo makuha nga itong S1 short dito. Yung nag-push siya sa MA20 trail niya. Kasi yun ang prior trail dito. So, ayun, parang may akong box dito. What should happen here? Eto, so same to sa tanong din yung ano. May nagtanong dito kung kunyari. ah, Okay, yung good SL points. Again, huwag kayo gumamit ng fixed eventually. So that's one improvement din na pwedeng gawin dun sa version 2 nyo. The points that we're using, the recommended points, are recommended based on averages of the market. Eventually, kapag mas magaling na kayo mag-read ng context, you would be using points na lang based on what you see in the chart. So, hindi na actually sagot ko, hindi pa nasagot tong isang tanong sa main discussion na parang subjective na naman kasi yung tanong. Ito. Okay? Gusto ko ma-hear thoughts kung paano na-handle yung mga big breakout candles. And this subjective term, the big. Bakit? Kasi for me, the big candles, the long candles, would have different points. No? It would be big candle as 50. Pero what if, di ba, andun yung stocks in place? Or yung pala yung long candle mo is just 20 points, tapos sakto sa low ng candle is yung stocks mo in place. So for me, it depends on nasaan yung accepted cut level. Ganun lagi. So, laging unang tingin mo would be again, risk first. As a trader, you always manage risk first. So, ibig sabihin, ang unang mong laging titingnan would be, where is my possible cut placement wherein if this cut is invalidated along with these stocks, okay, I'm fine. I accept this one. You would be quickly eyeballing it naman. Makita mo kung ano yung points. For example, to. Diba? Makita mo 390 entry if ever, tapos 410, 1620. So, ayun yung sa 2040 ratio. Check mo ngayon if yung 1 hour nun is easy. So 90 to 70, kaya ba kunin agad? Parang ganyan ang idea sa akin. Okay? So mas sa akin is what is the ratio that I am seeing na binibigay ng market. So ganun din sa dito, yung sa tanong about ano yung idea for this one. It depends kung nasaan yung SL and yung points. No? For no problem. For example, ito, pag SL 50 points, ano ba yung ratio mo? Di ba kung hindi mo ratio 50, kasi this is Germany market or US 100 market, hindi ko detect. Hihintay ako ng pullback retest. Pero let's say this is, for example, Hong Kong kasi gamit mo is 150, kakita mo, ang dali ng 100. Di ba? Tapos, full stocks ka dito. Kasi wala tong stocks in place. Then I would take the trade pa rin, kahit na mahaba yung candle. Kasi tanggap ko naman if mag-pullback sa invalid, basagin tong 50 ko na SL. If hindi mo tanggap yung points for navigation, then huwag mo i-take yung mahabang candle. So, ganun sa akin. It's always, what am I seeing in the chart? Okay? And what do I accept as my cut plan? Pag hindi, kasi, diba, again, subjective yung mahabang candle eh. Ang tanong ko lagi dyan would be, instead of parang fearing, kasi yun yung point eh. If you see a long candle, ano yung fear mo? Diba? Laging, ah, yung chased entry. Saka yung PB, pullback scenario. Okay? Then again, ang tanong na would be objective about it. Kaya sasabihin, quantify your fear. Okay? If it pulls back, hanggang sayang kaya ko hawakan. Di ba? Tapos, ang point would be, yung aggressiveness nga natin, di ba? Ano yung rules mo for aggressive entry? Pag full stocks yan, tapos tanggap ko na within the SL point sa akin, I would take it. Yun ang rules ko personally. Pero, di ba, if wala, then, dalawa lang naman yan. Either maiwan ako, if tumuloy, I'm totally fine. Kasi bakit? Hindi siya pasok sa risk ko eh. Or wait ako for the pullback scenario. Napasok na sa risk ko. And yung stocks in place. So, ganun sa akin. Okay? Eventually, you're not going to be using fixed numbers. Those numbers are guides based on averages, but chart will always vary. May mga araw na low volatility, may mga araw na high volatility. So eventually, kapag context-driven, context-based traders na kayo, you'll be able to see, okay, ito yung mas tamang point siguro na pwedeng gamitin kasi it makes sense to me based on my SL, my risk, as well as my initial 1 or 2 hour targets. Okay? Kasi nga, dapat nga, di ba eventually sabi ko sa inyo, yung version 2 nyo, pag hanggang ngayon, same pa yung ginagawa nyo, may magina kasi baka ang tagal yung ginagawa yung safe system, tapos wala kayong nakikita improvement. Diba? For example, yung kanina sabi natin na parang very easy trade. Di ba? Maybe pag nakita ka ng ganun na parang major level breakout, you don't sell at 1 hour partial. Maybe you do a TS at 1 hour, then pwede 1.5 hour ang una mong sell, 2 hour ang una mong sell, 3 hour, and so on. But it depends. Totally depends on what you see the chart. Diba? Yung mga ganito. Maybe ito, iba gagawin mo dyan. Kasi nga major level breakout. Minsan na mangyari. So mas feel mo na, okay, I would rather really risk differently for this trade setup. Ganun. Context-based trading. Pag tumagal. And yun yung sample na kailangan ka mag-gets yung chart, di ba? Hindi pwede sabihin na parang ang hirap ng chart, di ko mabasa yung chart. It means that you lack the context. You lack the skill to read context. Diba? You have to read ano yung context ng chart na to. Magulo, therefore I pass on it. Di ba? Magulo meaning indecision from the market. Nababasa mo yung context properly. Okay? So kaya rules nyo on breaks, rules nyo on aggressiveness, kaya very important. Very, very black and white. And sa akin kasi clear naman sa akin kung anong gagawin. Okay, otherwise, mahirap. Kasi doon na mapapasa yung backtesting niya. Okay? Pag kaya may control variables. Okay, ito lahat to re-break to. Ito lahat to wait ako ng OR transition. Again, we discussed this naman sa workshop sa webinars, no? Ano yung mga factors kailangan nyo tingnan, diba? Trend, OR, stocks in place. Kaya magkaiba yung OR trending, OR counter trend. IR, pag nabas ka sa IR, ano siya? Pwede kasi yung IR trending, IR non-trending, di ba? Counter trend. Kunwari, ganyan. Ay, downtrend, pa sideways ka. So ito, may IR ka, pag lumabas ka, counter yan. Di ba? Meron ka din sideways on a big sideways. Mga ganyang bagay. So, lahat yan, pwede yan ng context na rules. Very important yun. Okay. Para nga, gets nyo, kunwari, ay, no action, wait for this, wait for that. Ito, execute agad. So, again, clarity is important in your trading. Okay. Questions, guys? Medyo nag-overtime tayo. Again, you have to do the same exercise with, yung, you have to do the same exercise every day, preferably, no? Huwag kayong magpa-rusty or huwag kayong magkaroon ng doubt system nyo just because you're seeing your personal execution. Kaya nyo nga magawa lagi yung studying the ideal, the proper, the edge-based execution. So you can reconcile immediately ano ba yung mistakes mo and then tanong kayo if ever. Okay? Kung ano may malabo pa rin, consult agad. Tapos yun, keep on sending charts kasi gusto ko rin na may resibo ko. We can discuss, talk kasi nga at least I'm able to see, okay, ano ba yung nangyari sa mga traders. Like, oh, they're confused. No? At least alam ko na, okay, confused kayo sa gatong charts. Hindi ako nag-trade kahapon kasi I was out. As feedback din agad. Diba ganun nga yung power nung ginagawa natin? Tag nyo lang ako. Sir, ito yung chart. Ito yung naging trade ko. Tapos tag nyo ako. Kasi again, for me pag hindi kayo nagme-message, I assume is magaling na kayo. Okay na kayo. Pero kung natin baliktad, pag kung natin hindi kayo nag-send tapos hindi kayo profitable, may magi. And may magi sa inyo. Di ba? Sabi ko nga, ba't di ka nag-consult? Hindi ka nga profitable. Sinasabi ko may problema. May magi. So, ganyan yung rules parang feedback na yun sa inyo. Pag tahimik kayo, di kayo nag-send, tapos di kayo profitable until now, nasa inyo yung magi. Tama guys, tama. It doesn't make sense eh. Meron ka kailangan tulong sa hindi ka nagiging active. Okay, sa akin, okay lang na huwag ka na mag-chat kung profitable ka na. Kasi parang kumbaga, sige, enjoy mo na yung pera mo. Tama ba guys, diba? It makes sense, no? Kung wala tahimik ka kasi magaling ka na, okay lang, mas tanggap ko yan. I'd be proud of you. Pero kung natin, you need help, mag-ingay ka galo. Consult, ask questions. Diba? Doesn't make sense, tatahimik ka. Tapos di ka pa profitable. US 30 kahapon. Let's double check. May news ba? Walang news kahapon, no? 30. Uh, short ata. So, maiyak. That's my role. Okay. Ano naman ako sa mentor? Tamang temperal. Binibaby ko kaya at times, pero if kailangan nyo ng real talk, I will real talk you. Ako yung type na nasa gitna. Nakakaya, hindi ka yaman sa iya. Hindi mo makakain ng hiya. Hindi ka yaman sa iya. Kung gusto mong yumaman, huwag kang mahiya. Kung gusto mong gumaging, huwag kang mahiya. Walang mapapagaan pride. Ito VA. Tapos kita nyo kung saan yung ito yung art. What was to? This one. Per VA to. So parang medyo short yung M15. Pero let's see how M1 navigates to it. Which is more feed naman. Ayan. So, may feedback na. Mm, nag, nag-breakdown na. Tapos sinagot ng M. Eh, ka mag-aggressive ng 31 kung gusto. Ay, sorry. Kita ba guys? So M15, medyo clear naman. Pulling back to VA. So bias ko dito short din agad eh. Bakit ba? Short din magiging parang bigger picture bias nga. Range bound, ang OR long mo dito basta. Ano siguro mag-trap, pero tinan natin kung ano itsura ng IR long. Sa akin, short ang bias ko. So what happened here was, pre-market nag-breakdown na, tapos nag-imbalance retest na nag-imbalance fill na. Parang, pwede mo na kunin agad yung di ba pwede kunin agad yung short? 31. Hindi ko mabasa inyo yung 31 short. Ayun no, saktong-sakto yung with imbalance. Ayun no. So, 30, ang ganda ng close bearish close. So, which is parang break, parang may false break ba siya? Parang ito na yung false break niya sa range. Tapos nag-breakdown low. Tapos nag-imbalance retest. So, ang aggressive entry for me would be ito, yung 31 na, if you want. Otherwise, nauntog muna sa S3. Sideways. Sideways. Range trade. Kasi siyempre pag kunwari na-miss mo yung unang short dito, hintay ka ng pullback retest kasi walang pivots eh. Ah, wala. Ito lang talaga yung trade sa akin. Tapos otherwise wala na ako, no trade na ako dito. Time stop, ano ba to? 1 hour. 1 hour break even ako dito if ever siguro. Re-break nito, ano ba to? 40, ano bang business natin? Kapit ko yung points eh. 50 target mo na points. 50 is for... Ano points to? Malaki na yung points ito ah. 443 to speak. 90 na to. Ano kaya mag-TP both? Ito sa kaso nga yung SL placement ba dito mahirap. Yung sa re-break. Ito okay pa yung SL nito kasi parang ang haba ng wick. So invalidation mo would be imbalance, PD, tapos candle. Ito yung setup sa akin. Ito parang ang hirap i-OR dahil nga may structure ka dito. Parang ano na yan eh. Ang may itsura niyan is breakdown ng 10-15. Nasaan yan? Ito, context na to. Walang context sa akin to eh. Sa akin kasi ito magiging basa ko dyan. So, meron kang M1 downtrend muna. Tapos after ng M1 downtrend, ano mangyayari? Sabi ko sa inyo, gagawa yan ng M15 retest. Yung M15 retest, sino nag-drive niyan? Ito move na to. So, meron kang M1 downtrend, di ba? M1 downtrend, M1 downtrend. Tapos, ba't nag-pullback sa M15? Because of this one. False break. Diba? Tapos, nagkaroon ng breakout. Dito. Breakout. Tapos, ito yung parang whoop, whoop, whoop. Yan. So, ito yung M1 move mo papunta sa M15 imbalance. Okay. Now, after yung M15 imbalance, dito. Okay. Pwede mo i-take siguro yung short dito. But afterwards, stop out ka. Siguro 1 hour plus break even. Okay. Now, ang next yan would be, kaya ka mag-resume ng short. Sa akin kasi, I would look at the trend din. So, kunwari ito yung higher, higher, go, higher, high, higher, go. So, ito yung trend shift mo eh. Diba? Tapos, ito yung parang breakout mo. So, ito, range bound lang to sa akin eh. Yung movement dito. So, ito yung short if ever dito. Which is, kita-kita sa nag-retest to. So, kita nyo, pag tama, kaya ang sounding technicals nyo, pag DB50 break ka, pwede rin naman, 1 hour ka. Ako, gagawin ko siya, pag midpoint break kasi, usually, titin ako makapag 1 hour ako sa box top, box bottom, cards. Ano ba to? 470 to 20. 50 points ba ito? Baka pwede naman. 20 to 14 SL mo, tama ba? 70, 30. Layo din ng points eh. Naging balance rate ako ngayon. Tapos bumaba. Baka ito take ko kasi sa VA ito eh. So, kung dito, ito yung ano eh. If you notice, gagawin natin yan ng parang price action analysis. Ito yung mga pala na area. Yan o. Ito yung next mo. So, ito yung mas clear. Tapos 1 hour ka dyan. Mabalik even ka. Which is okay lang. Time stop na. Baka mas easy 100. So, 100 mas. Ano ba trade sa 100? Hindi ko nakita eh. Okay lang guys, overtime tayo. Mas mahirap 100. Sino naman yun? Para magulo nga rin. Sideways. 21, 30. Range. Side on side to. Pero, mas flip ko yung side on side. Ito natin kung ano yung side. Sample ng side on side. Midpoint yung consolidation. Midpoint. Oop. Mas BA pa ba, no? Pero ba, may sample ako di-discuss. Kunyari, basa mo dito is break down low, tapos break above, no, tapos magkano ka dyan, what do you call this? Imbalance fail pupuntang long. Again, be mindful lang lagi sa sa idea nga, concept na parang, di ba, mag-navigate from midpoint to box stop. Magtipi-tipi ka na, 1 hour to, 1 hour ka dyan, 2 hour dapat dito sa box stop mo. Kasi may pivot ka rin dito eh. Pero easier trade would be short kasi andito yung kumpulan, may pivot ka dito. Kasi parang ang idea would be ito yung pivot yung mo, di ba? Pero at least short mo would be confluence itong build up ng lows sa midpoint. Kasi pivot. Ano ba? 8, 8, 7, 20, 40. Wala sa ratio. Wala, hindi ko naman na-trade. If ever siguro yung pinaka-long na lang na to. Yun ang trade ko. Instead. Kasi meron bang ayan. Nabasa ko na magiging false break to break out. Just to illustrate. False break to break out. Dito. First offer, second offer. Long ka dito. Long points. Pasok. Hindi ko na trade. No trade ako. If ever. So sa backtest ko na-trade kasi nga I would look at the pivot eh. No trade ako dito. No trade. And 15 yung naging setup. Ito. Breakdown, retest. No trade sa akin. Okay? Sige. Yun nga guys. Questions. Na nahimasmasan ba kayo? Okay. Na things are working naman. We just need to improve. Okay. Iba yung no trade na hindi mo na trade. Iba yung no trade na talagang walang setup. Iba yung no trade kasi bano ka lang. Hindi mo na trade. Diba? So again, you have to improve. No? You have to really be self-aware of your mistakes. And again, so always separate yung yung mga ganito feedback session. Kasi baka iba would be masaktan, ma-discourage, wala ng confidence. No. Again, you have to look at things black and white. Laging ganun. No? Any feelings you have, again, sabi natin, for example, fear, quantify fear. Ganun din. Quantify this feedback in terms of what you need to improve as a trader, what you need to improve in your system. Okay, so you can come back stronger and continue stronger. Okay? Work on it kasi nga yung kaganda would be it's really a simple system if you look at it. Tama guys, simple lang siya. Pag review nyo, let's say tapos na kayo for the week, they're doing your weekend review. Dapat weekend nag-review kayo, no? Yung gagawin natin ngayon ganito, dapat you do it religiously. But if you look at it, it's actually simple. So, minsan makikita, okay, clear nga yung signals. So it just means that you really need to enforce lang yung theoretical to the actual. As long as you stick to your system, stick to your rules, you should be net positive. Okay? Bonus nga lang yung mga 4-0, 5-0 na weeks eh. Okay? Kaya mo lang actually ng 3 winning days a week. You know, just constantly repeat it week in, week out. Tapos avoid impulsive losses, avoid trader-driven losses, kasi that really brings down your, what do you call this, expectancy, your data. Okay? Okay na guys? So yun lang, resume being active. Huwag magaling na kayo, sige, okay lang. I give you a pass. Okay, pero if you need help, diba, ask away, ask questions as much as possible. Kasi nga, again, I want you guys to all succeed. Okay, kaya niyan. Okay? Sige, yun lang. Thanks guys. Thanks team. Bye-bye. Thank you, thank you.